Morning work, just prepping up, just in the Land Rover, having the Land Rover chats, just about a bit of boxing news and boxing craft and skills and what have you, and different subjects, to be fair with you. Today we're going to talk about what do you think's better. There's two things what you usually are. You're either a good boxer or you're a good fighter slash brawler, you know what I mean? So usually in the history of boxing, they're the only two styles what's made world champions and really the most effective. A good boxer who keeps nice and tucked in, keeps his skill, tidied his work, you know what I mean? He don't make his work look bad as he gets by, good footwork. He jabs the head off, for example, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hitman Hearns, Muhammad Ali, all great boxers, all great. But then you've got great fighters as well, guys. Jake LaMotta, Jack Dempsey, Mike Tyson. So it's different really, if you ask me. It's like, obviously it's the styles what make fights, isn't it? Obviously that's the sweet science, obviously. But it's hard to explain. I think everyone's both good and they're both right. You know what I mean? A good boxer and a good fighter. You know what I mean? So it's one of the situations. Me personally, like that, and this is only me personally. I'm not just saying it. When fans pay money for tickets or they pay money for anything, they want to see a war. Do you know what I mean? They want to see a good scrap. You get me? Because that's how it is, guys. Whether I like it or not. The human body, human instincts from 5,000 years ago, before we were Neanderthals and what have you. When it comes to ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, yeah, and the ancient Romans. Well, obviously, as you all know, the Greeks started the Olympics and what have you, and that's where bare knuckle boxing was very first founded, from the Greek Olympics. You know what I mean? I guess a lot of you know that out there anyway. And whether you like it or not, it's DNA, it's in your blood. It's just like, how can I explain? It's like, you see these circuses where they put lions and tigers, don't you, on the stage and what have you. Listen, everything goes smooth for a year. Everything goes sound. The lion is a good lion, the tiger is a good tiger. But every now and again, every other year, you see the tiger or the lion always turning and eating the circus master and killing them usually. You know what I mean? True or false? Because it's happened a few times. Just like Shamooded with the killer whale and all that. It turns. You know what I mean? It's because it's an animal and it's natural instinct. It's been brought up, and that's what we was before we were civilized. Obviously, we was animals from the Neanderthals. Obviously, Adam and Eve from the Bible. But that's how it goes. You progress as you go along, and it took thousands of years for humans to develop how we have. But deep down in our DNA, you take away all this computer stuff. You take away all this other crap, all this, and we'd be tribes, you know what I mean? Usually, you know what I mean? If not, then you'd be looking after your family in a cave, dwelling. I know, sorry about going on there about the subject, but it's true exactly what I'm saying. I love history, you know what I mean? I watch history all the time, from the Aztecs, all from ancient Egypt to the Romans, like I said there, and it's true, guys, honestly, you know what I mean? It's true, it's in your DNA. It's who you are. But yeah, I most personally think, obviously I'm an hardcore fighter, you know what I mean? That's who I am. I've got boxing skill, and I can box it if I really want to box it, you know what I mean? But I like a fight, you know what I mean? If I've come to a fight night, I ain't come to box you, I've come to fight you, you know what I mean? There's two differences. I come to take you into a war, you know what I mean? That's what it is, you know what I mean? You're in a fight, aren't we? You know what I mean? That's how it goes. That's just me though. Some people go different and think I'll stay calm, bang bang, double jab, move away. Just like Sugar Ray Robinson, you know what I mean? Very good, you know what I mean? And it was. And that was a controversial fight with Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta, to be fair with you. If anyone's ever watched the film Raging Bull, very good film. It tells you a true epic life, but the mafia got to LaMotta and told him to take a dive, but he wouldn't take a dive. He just stood there and took all Sugar Ray's punishment and covered in blood. And then it's the famous scene where he says, "You couldn't put me down, Ray. You can never put me down." very, very hard man. You know what I mean? But my personal opinion, if I was him, I would have wanted to get that win and fuck the others anyway. You know what I mean? No one in history would be able to make you take a fucking dive. Nowhere. You know what I mean? You're just broken your pride right there. Don't give a fuck how many death threats you get. I just won't do it. You know what I mean? It's just not me. You know what I mean? Simple as that. But yeah, it's that's usually two contrasting styles. Like Jack Dempsey and Manu Samoa. It's a funny subject, and this you should say that. My nana is a Moor, yeah. Her mum, my great nana, Irene, she was Irish, yeah. And when the potato famine in Ireland, when the large immigration, when they went into America years and years ago, like how you see on the film of Gangs of New York, she was what my relation was, one of the first ever immigrants to land up into America. And when you date back on the family tree, it states that I was a long lost descendant and bloodline of Jack Dempsey, believe it or not. And that's God's honest truth, that is. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it myself. You know what I mean? Somewhere down the line of that, years ago. But yeah, it's in your blood. You know what I mean? It's you're either a fighter or you're a boxer. And I respect both, obviously. I respect anyone who gets in them ropes, anyone who gets in that ring. I'd never ever disrespect any boxer or any fighter what steps in them ropes. Win, lose or draw, I just won't do it. You know what I mean? Because they've done something 95% the general public would never do. And it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? People might get on here and talk the talk and walk the walk. They're going to do this. They've got this. They're going to shoot this. They're going to stab this. They've got green lights on this. But listen to me, they're pussies, yeah? It takes a fucking man to get in the ropes and have it out. And that's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Talking like that. Look at me, I'm a fucking gangster. I'm a gangster. Usually they get the teeth knocked straight out first fucking 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel anyway. You know what I mean? But well, you let me know in the comments what your opinions is. What you've come to watch, guys. You come to watch a good bit of class, a good bit of boxing match, or you come to watch a war. Now it's like the Canelo and GGG situation. I personally thought GGG won their first fight. That's me personally. The second one, either way / Canelo took that. Canelo was just like, you know, it was showed a bit of class, back foot, in and out, smart aggression. But the first one, GGG, is a monster, mate. He was fucking just storming through. Canelo was hitting with his best shots, and every person Canelo hit with them shots, he absolutely fucking knocked him out, mate, and fucked him up. Look what he did to Billy Joe Saunders, yeah. Look what he did to Amir Khan. You know what I mean? Different levels of class, but he couldn't do it to GGG. Because that Kazakhstan man there is as tough as they come. Because he's blessed with a natural tough chin. That's why he does it. A bit like my style. GGG will just walk through you like my style, because he knows you can't hit that. And trust me, I've boxed since 10 years old. Like that, yeah. Every spar, every fight I had, I haven't been hit on the chin by world champions after world champions, bare knuckle and gloves, like that. And it just don't bother me. I just walk through. Not even so much as put me to a knee. And to be honest, at times when I'm actually in the fight, I enjoy it. I enjoy a bit of pain. I enjoy that. You know what I mean? It lets me know I'm alive. You get me? But yeah, guys, it's just good to know. We'll stop mumbling on now and get some work done. So I'm just going to pound my roads running and that, and get all my pull-ups out. I'm doing 100 pull-ups a day now, and then I'm doing all my dips, and then my core work, and my mat work, and my density work, my plyometrics. And then Friday, what have we got today? Oh yeah, I'm going to do some personal sessions with a personal session coach with the circuits. I'm going to get him to put me through some hell with the circuits and that and what have you. And then I might just get myself out field, get on the football field and do my goalpost to goalpost sprints. Boom, boom, boom. Blast them out for a bit. Sprints are a good one, you know, good power builder. And yeah, you know what I mean, as long as I get my 3 sessions out, you know what I mean, I'm actually loving it. I enjoy it, guys, you know what I mean? Bit minute at a time. I do. You know what I mean? I love training. I love everything about it. I love everything about the boxing. I love the sport. I love everything. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on that one. I just thought your honest opinion. So remember, guys, 2 things what you've got in the fight game: a boxer, tuck in, or you're a good fighter? Which one do you like best? Let me know. God bless you guys.